Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah, and I'm here with my co-host Exquisite. Hello.
Hi, Hannah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you tired, Exquisite?
I am so tired.
But but that's okay. Are you filled with tiredness and happiness?
Um, yes, I am actually. Yeah.
Th-
Yeah, I think I am.
we are doing Evermore 2 weeks in a row. So good job, us.
Mm-hmm. I
Last
know.
week we did No Body, No Crime, and today we are on to Happiness from Taylor's ninth studio album, Evermore. Is this track 7? Right?
You
Because
know.
Tolerate It was 5, and then
Yep.
No Body, No Crime
Yeah,
was
this is
6. So this is
seven.
7. As you guys can see, we're just on the fly here, as we always are. This is a song that she wrote with Aaron Dessner. He sent her an instrumental track, and she was like, "Let me write you a sad song."
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, this one is a doozy. It's one of her famous songs where she like gives it a title, but then it's the opposite. She did this for Folklore for Peace, is a song about being so anxious and hoping that it's okay that you're anxious. And Happiness is a song about a woman who is unhappy but hopes that happiness is around the corner, both for herself and her former lover.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. It's one of those, it's on my playlist of songs that have like titles that lie.
That's hilarious. Titles that lie is very funny. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very funny. Um, I guess are there any other songs that are kind of like songs that lie in
Um,
Taylor Swift?
let's see. In Taylor's discography, um, I think
I mean, songs
hmm,
like Lover is real, right?
yeah,
Like
Lover is
she
real.
does do it, right? Where it's, the archer is
I
about
have
an
We
archer.
Were Happy on this playlist.
Yeah,
Even
I
though that's
mean,
not really a lie, the word is like doing a lot of heavy lifting
it
there.
is, it
And then I
is.
put peace on there too.
What did you say?
I said I put peace on there too.
Yes, for sure. Piece is like that. So she does like to do I guess a little bit of a bait and switch, um, right? Because songs like Fearless, it is about being fearless, right? But
Hmm.
in the folk Evermore universe, she's like, hmm, hmm. Like even like the one, I guess it's not about the one. It's like, you could have been, but you
Hmm.
aren't. Um, but anyway, I do think that the peace and happiness are very funny. That she did it at least once in back-to-back sister albums
Yeah.
of uh, well, it's not actually about happiness. So um, this is kind of I would say a very atmospheric song. I know we don't talk always about production, but I think this one
Hmm.
it's very important to note. It is very it's kind of got a vibe, an aura to it, I would say.
Yes. I agree. Like you go in and you're like, okay, I am being prepared for something just in the music.
Yes. It kind of starts almost like funeral-y, right? Like organ-y in the beginning. We got like the like some kind of eerie vibes.
Hmm.
And then, well, maybe we should just now jump into the lyrics. So here I go. Honey, when I'm above the trees, I see this for what it is. But right now, but now I'm right down in it. All the years I've given is just shit we're dividing up. Showed you all of my hiding spots. I was dancing when the music stopped, and in the disbelief, I can't face reinvention. I haven't met the new me yet.
Oh, okay. First of all, we immediately start with Honey, which is like funny because Taylor will later have a whole song about called Honey. So we know that the singer, is addressing someone who they are affectionate with,
Yeah. Or
or were once affectionate with.
I would say it's actually very interesting because she also uses the word honey in another breakup song in Folklore in Exile. I can see you standing, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting that both of them have this kind of song about people who were once close, lovers, now still using that term of endearment, but is it like it doesn't have that same warmth anymore? It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see you
Mm-hmm.
standing, honey, with his arms around your body, laughing
Yep.
like the joke's not funny at all. And then she responds, I can see you staring, honey, like he's just your understudy, like you'd get your knuckles bloody for me.
So
So,
it's very interesting to use honey as the shorthand to let us know, like to let us know in one word, like this was a romantic something or the other,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
And then we get Taylor employing this. It's not Taylorism, but she's using a like a popular idiom. Hannah, you know the saying, "You can't see the forest for the trees.
Right.
See the forest for the trees."
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So it's saying that when you're in the forest, when you're literally walking in between trees, you can't. You just see what's right in front of you, like three tree trunks or a few tree trunks. It's only when it zoom out, you can be like, oh, this is a forest. Like when you're in the trees, you don't even know how far this forest could go. It could be 100 feet. It could be 100 miles. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
she's doing the zoom out. When I'm above the trees, when I can zoom out, right? I can see this
Mm-hmm.
for what I can see kind of the shape or even the timeline of this relationship. I can see where things went wrong. I can see even like what's beyond this relationship. But now, like at this moment, I'm right down in it. I am not doing good because it just
Yep.
looks like the scary Mirkwood forest of Tolkien where there are spiders, or she's lost in the woods. Are we out of the woods? No, we are not out of the woods. The monsters are trees, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it is like everything feels so big. I cannot have a moment of reflection. Like I can't think about any of the good this might have happened. This
Mm-hmm.
might have been, right? I can't even like imagine like, oh, being this with this person was just so nice, and like there were moments where it was beautiful, because at the moment the only thing I can see is all the years I've given, and how it's just shit we're dividing up, which, wow. Because Hannah, like the diction choice to use the word shit
Yep.
is, I think, very important.
Yeah. It's not. It's a very harsh word to be like it's all shit. It's all poop. It's all crap. It's there's nothing good in it. It's just fecal matter on my hands, right? That I'm trying to. Some is yours, and some is mine, and it's um it's so sad because there were years in this relationship, but all I see now is the crud, the leftovers, the rot, and
Mm-hmm.
it's it's in that moment of the dividing, in the moment of the aftermath of the fighting and realizing that it's over, that's all she can see. She can't see above the trees. She can't
Yep.
move on, right? And now she kind of
Mm-hmm.
in the second half of this verse, she goes into like, so what caused this devastation, right? What caused all of this to crumble? I had showed you all my hiding spots. I'd been vulnerable to you. I'd uh, given you like shown you my scars. Even she's done a lot of like lyrics
Mm-hmm.
about that. And it was almost unexpected. She was still dancing, right? A lot of her songs where she loves to dance with her partners. I don't want to dance if I'm not dancing with you. Dancing with her hands tied, right? And then suddenly the
Mm-hmm.
music cut out, right? She's like, what? And then in that disbelief of like, wait, what happened? And now I can't look forward at all. Again, stuck in the trees,
Yep.
can't see outside the trees. And then this amazing last line.
I haven't met the new me yet. Like it literally is she's like, I'm still in the middle of dancing. I can't just stop dancing and start dancing with someone. I can't face like doing that. I don't know the type of person I'll be when I am able to
Yeah.
um do that dancing with with somebody else in a new way.
Yeah. And I love the implication that this has is that this old me is dead, right? The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now, right? Like this me that was with you no longer exists because I'm not with you anymore. There's going to be a new me, like some kind of resurrection or regeneration or something, but that she is not alive yet. But I'm still this dead or dying. I'm like a dead man walking almost.
Yep, exactly, exactly. A dead man walking is good. What I also really like about this verse is that the all the years I've given is just shit we're dividing up is so fun to me because you would typically say all the years I've given up, but she's like, let me add some more words in the middle. Like it's
Mm,
just shit we're dividing up. Like it's not just I've given up. We're dividing it. Like
yeah.
it's not even like I can only take half of the years that
Or
I
some of the
gave,
years, yeah.
not all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fascinating line because it's true. It's so much of a relationship is like who gets this, who gets that, like not just physical things, but who gets the bookshop that we used to go to, right? Who gets the
Mhm.
cafe around the corner, right? Like can I not go there anymore because I'm going to see you there? So it's really having to put new boundaries and restrictions everywhere on your life because your life with this person has shattered and now there's going to be painful places wherever you turn, right? It's
Mhm.
I hope I never lose you, hope this never ends, I'd never walk Cornelia Street again. That's that kind of vibe. Like it's if we're over, there are certain things in my life that are also that you keep and I don't
Exactly.
get.
Exactly. 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 And so then we go into the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there'll be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you. Both of these things can be true. There is happiness past the blood and bruise, past the curses and cries, beyond the terror in the nightfall, haunted by the look in my eyes that would have loved you for a lifetime. Leave it all behind, and there's happiness.
Oof.
I know. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
I love the looking towards the future that is in that very first. Like there will be.
Right.
So eventually there will be happiness after you.
But there was also happiness because of you. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
this I'm literally putting my two hands out, palms up. Like you can hold both. One is in each hand,
Yeah.
right? There will be happiness after you. That is true. There is happiness because of you. Also true. And it's hard to see both happinesses as existing in one time, right? It's like, and
Yeah.
yet she's like telling herself both of these things can be true.
Yep. And she's like, if you look past the blood and the bruise, the past the blood and bruise, past the curses and cries of like this breakup was
Yeah.
horrific. Um, beyond the terror in the nightfall, which wow, what a line! But
Yeah.
also, it's like she cannot go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like she can't be alone. She's in the forest and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
um, haunted by the look in my eyes. Like, oh my god. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
There is a lot of imagery here that is is so connected. So blood bruise has a great alliteration. Curses cries another one, along with like the bruise cries. Like you have like the S sound, and then
Mhm.
we have terror, and we have haunted. Right? They are. She's has this terror in the night. She can't go to sleep. When it gets dark, she feels so alone. But he's haunted by her. Right? They are hurting each other. Right? Um, and but once they both can leave that behind, once they've
Mhm.
moved on, there's happiness.
Yes, there's happiness beyond all that. And that's a lot of stuff to look past. And
It is.
the speaker isn't even saying like look past it right now. She's just like at some point you'll be able to look past it. And yes, you're going to be haunted by the fact that I would have loved you forever if this music hadn't stopped.
Yeah. 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 And it's really powerful because we have this, right? We don't have a lot of songs about that's this kind of in between moment, like where I'm gonna get over you, but I haven't yet, but I will. It's this very specific moment.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me do verse 2. Tell
Uh-huh.
me, when did your winning smile begin to look like a smirk? When did all our lessons start to look like weapons pointed at my deepest hurt? I hope she'll be a beautiful fool who takes my spot next to you. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I can't see facts through all of my fury. You haven't met the new me yet.
Oh, keep going because there's a slight change in the.
Okay. There'll be happiness after me, but there was happiness because of me. Both of these things I believe there is happiness in our history, across our great divide. There is a glorious sunrise, dappled with the flickers of light from the dress I wore at midnight. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness.
Ugh, it's just so good. And I love the fact that we start to see um and we start to see an almost painting of villainy that Taylor herself addresses later in the
Mm-hmm.
song. She's like, the tell me this direct address where she's like, when did your winning smile begin to look like a smirk? When did you start like hurting me and enjoying it almost? Or like enjoying these like the smirk is like disrespectful kind of, you know? So she's like, tell me, when did it change? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think all of the turning of something that was good turning into something more sinister or I don't want to say malicious necessarily, but hurtful, right? A winning smile, right?
Yep.
You are so charming. You have a little dimple on your cheek, right? I love the way your eyes crinkle, but now you're smirking at me, right? Like
Yeah. It's like it's now um a joke at my like
expense.
I'm at the expense of it. Yeah, it's an esoteric joke, if you will.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not smiling with you, like you're
yeah.
smirking at me. I'm like, what's funny?
Or
What's funny?
you're calling it lovely, right? Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's yeah, it has like a condescension to it, right? When did all our lessons, right? Like lessons, like, hey, like let me like this is how I think of it kind of like hey, like this is how I feel, or like hey, like this is what I like, or just
hmm
and suddenly now they're weapons, like either you're using them to belittle me, like you're telling me that I'm stupid, or you're using these vulnerable things I've shared with you, you're using them against me, and you're making me
yeah.
feel weak and small.
Pointed at my deepest hurt. It's like like if you look at peace and the lesson there is like, hey, I can never I can never bring you peace. I can never
Give you
do
my
all this, but I'll
sunshine,
sit
yeah.
in the trenches with you, right? And if you take that song, which is like the lesson of like, hey, this can never, like, I know this can't be us, but this, and then you turn it into like, you know what? It is your fault that the rain is coming,
Yeah,
and I'm pissed
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Whoa, like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
yeah, yeah. Why are these things I told you so you could support me and help me heal, or
And let us learn with each other, you
yeah,
know?
instead now you're using it to pierce me, literally, like pierce my bones, or I don't know, there's some lyric about
You're
it.
taking that dagger in me, bro,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. um
and twisting it.
you're it's pretty terrible. And so now she starts kind of
Ooh, fingers on my hairpin trigger.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Like, why are
now
you touching that?
well, please don't touch that. I told you not to touch that. Why? Oh my gosh, the worst. Right. And so then she says, okay, she starts kind of like spiraling, right? Because now she's thought about, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. So I hope whoever your next partner is, I hope she'll be a beautiful fool, which may be a Gatsby reference, right? Or
Yes,
something.
this is what I thought. Because Daisy says this about her daughter because she's like, I hope my daughter will be a beautiful fool because she doesn't want her daughter like affected by the way the world hurts women.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want her daughter to have to deal with the machinations of the rich. So she's like, I hope she's beautiful and stupid.
Yeah.
Um, and so if you like apply that illusion here, she's like, it's basically like, I hope that girl who picks you is dumb and beautiful and doesn't know like the type of person you can turn into.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or like she will be unaffected by the way you take these lessons and turn them into weapons, right? Like,
mhm.
um, and then she's like, wait, I didn't mean that.
Yep.
Whoa, my bad. Sorry. Like literally says sorry in a song.
Yep.
I can't see facts through all of fury. So fury is like anger, like she is pissed.
She's
Um,
pissed that she's cursing his next lover, and she's like, whoa,
yeah.
why did I say all that?
Um, I can't. You haven't met the new me yet, right? She. It kind of reminds me of my words shoot to kill when I'm mad. I have a lot of regrets about that. Like,
Yes,
um,
yes,
and
yeah.
she's like,
And
I'm
no, go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry. It's because I haven't been like regenerated, reborn, right? I'm
Yes,
still the hurt, dying me.
yes, and then also, and Taylor has said this. She said this in her interview with Apple Music. She goes, "You haven't met the new me yet, as in you haven't met the girl who's going to replace me.
Yes.
So the new version of me in your life that I hope is going to be a beautiful fool. You haven't met her, um, and you haven't met the me that is now angry. Um,
Mm. Yeah. There's a
you
lot
have,
of
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot of hers that need to be remade, I guess, right? Like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah, it
Oh my gosh, Hannah! I just realized why
what?
she's like up. The I can't see facts through all my fury. You haven't met the new me yet. She's like, you don't know this me that that is angry, and it's like, and like that's why she has to be like, no, I didn't mean that. Sorry, because he doesn't know the type of person of the type of he doesn't know the her that would curse someone she's never even met.
That's an interesting interpretation. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, that's interesting. I still think that the new me is the me that's like, oh, I could see it both ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that it's all of it because it's also like you haven't met the person you're gonna treat as me. That's your new lover because
Okay.
they'll never be enough
I
for
was
me,
looking for
whatever.
this. The reason I was typing furiously is okay. This is what she said in the Apple Music interview that you.
Mhm.
So this was for when she won Songwriter of the Year for Folklore, but then she just released Evermore, so they started talking about Evermore. So this is like the one time Evermore overshadowed Folklore. LOL. Okay. I think I haven't met the new me yet in the context of the song, the relationship song. I was trying to sort of channel my friends who had gotten out of a very, very long, impactful, life-altering relationships and saying, quote, how do I pack this up? How do I put this in a box, put it in my car and drive away? And what did I leave there? End quote. So from that perspective, it goes to, quote, I haven't met the new me yet, end quote, who's the person I'm gonna have to become in order to get over this. This person who's going to have new hobbies and fill their time with new things other than you. In the second verse, it says, quote, I hope she'll be a beautiful fool who takes my spot next to you, end quote. And, quote, you haven't met the new me yet, end quote. Meaning you haven't met the person who's going to replace me yet, but I know you're going to.
Yep.
And then we'll keep going. In the third verse, it goes to, quote, I haven't met the new me yet, but I think she'll give you that, quote, meaning I think she's going to forgive you, and I think she's going to give you that green light to move ahead with your life and to know that I'm okay. But there's another meaning to that phrase, which is that I have no idea what comes after this album, and I truly, truly have no plan, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, we'll circle back to that second half because we have to look at that.
Yeah, but
The
I
thing.
do love the fact that she was definitely thinking about the timeline of this, right? Especially the context
Mhm.
of this is about her friends who were going through some really big breakups, and she was kind of channeling that energy of like, man, what would it be like to be in a relationship where you've been together for so long, you and maybe in the course of that you've really hurt each other, and now it's come to the point where, man, it's over, and
Yeah,
yeah.
it kind of it becomes a little self fulfilling prophecy.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, oh,
that happens to her
oh,
later.
really?
A little bit where, and if you take happiness and like look at it in context of the tortured poets department, it's like, oh yeah, of course this happens
Yeah.
to her, and it's like okay, wait, like hindsight 2020, and it's like she was pre-processing this idea with her friends and with these stories she was making, and now she's like, oh, I see how I know how I would process this now. Like she knows, right? um and she knows there'll be happiness after her. Like it is like, you haven't met the new me yet, there'll be happiness after me. And I feel like the speaker has to say this to be like, this person is going to move on,
Yeah.
and I am upset about this. um I'm upset that there'll be happiness after me, but I was the cause of that happiness once. So
Yeah. Both of the things I believe there is happiness. And now she's looking back. Before she was kind of looking back and being like, "Oh my gosh, like blood, bruise, curses, cries." But now she's looking at it. You know what? There but if I look forward in our looking back first, blood, bruise, curses, cries. There was happiness in our history. I can't deny that, right? Like,
yep.
it was there. Um, but now also there's gonna be happiness in the future, right? Do you want to talk
Mhm.
about the across our great divide there is a glorious sunrise? I love this part.
Yeah, I love this part because it is like she's like looking back and seeing, like, even though we grew apart, like across it there's sun rising up because there was happiness. And it is a glorious sunrise. It was beautiful what they had, what they created together, like that life they had together
Mm-hmm.
was beautiful. And it's dappled like with the flickers of light from the dress I wore at midnight.
Yep.
So like the things they would wear, like it's reflecting off of her.
Yeah,
um
and I love this imagery too because that means they were up all night together. Like they were, when you first fall in love, or, whether it's in real life or in a story where you just can't stop talking and dancing all night, and all of a sudden you realize the sun's about to come up, and you're like, you just can't believe you spent all these hours together, and it was magical, right? Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that moment, right? Like,
And it's a perfect like juxtaposition with the beyond the terror and the nightfall,
mm-hmm,
because here she's like, beyond that terror and nightfall there's a glorious sunrise,
mm-hmm,
and it's reflecting off my dresses. And you know what, I leave it all behind. Like all that beauty also has to go. So
yeah,
the terror and all the terrible stuff has to go
yeah,
and be left, and so does the good stuff.
yeah.
um
I really,
but yeah.
yeah, I really love the timeline of this, right? Because it's like you're kind of in the immediacy in the first course of like all these bad things that are happening, right? Leave that behind. And then you go even farther back when they were super in love. You got to leave that behind too. Like it's really going through these memories and kind of pruning them, I guess, severing them from her and like releasing them, I guess is the best. Like
Yeah.
releasing them, letting them go. And that's when we get to um, let's the bridge, which I know that's why you made me read all that extra course because you wanted to read the bridge.
Of
So,
course it is, but it's also because I felt like it was necessary. I was like, it feels like it shouldn't
oh
be.
yeah, oh yeah,
You
I'm just
can't
messing
detract.
with you.
I know, but I just wanted to read the bridge. I can't make it go away by making you a villain. I guess it's the price I pay for 7 years in heaven. And I pulled your body into mine every goddamn night. Now I get fake niceties. No one teaches you what to do when a good man hurts you, and you hurt him too. Um,
Well,
let
let's
me
let's pause here. You can still read the last verse.
okay. I think that there is just so much. It's so much. Like it is like she like, because it's coming right off of this reflection of like, look at all those beautiful things I have to leave behind. And then she's like, I can't make the hurt go away by making you a villain in my head. Like I just because you weren't always all bad.
Right, because
So
that
I
happens at the
can't
end,
make
right?
you all bad. Yeah.
Because she calls him a good man, actually, at the end of
Yeah.
that bridge, right? Um,
Hmm.
and it's the price she paid for 7 years in heaven, right? 7 years in heaven is a long time, right? Like there were so many good things. This might also be a play on 7 minutes in heaven. So maybe kind of a
Hmm.
Taylorism. 7 minutes in heaven is a game where like two teenagers, they're like forced into a closet and told to like make out for 6, 7 minutes, whatever.
Yep.
Right?
And
And
it's like, yeah, and especially because she's like, oh, I guess the guess is the price I pay, is like she put off like paying for this. Like she was like, this was perfect. This is what, but she didn't pay price at admission. So she was like, it was going to come to an end, and now I'm paying
Now I'm
the
paying the
price,
price.
which is that pain,
Yes.
all of that. And I can't not have the pain if I like just decide you were always an evil person. That's not how it works.
Yeah. And I pulled your body into mine every goddamn night. I think that the pain in that voice is crazy.
It's crazy. And it's also like, okay, first of all, this is about sex. Like, you guys listening to us, you guys are grown enough to understand this.
Yes.
And she's like, it is crazy to have someone who has known you so incredibly intimately that they have been inside you, and now you're just like, oh,
It's like,
now they're telling you, oh, how was your day? I hope it was fine.
yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's like we've become back to being like acquaintances, right? You give fake niceties to people at like a networking event, right? Where you like make nice,
Yeah.
you give them, you know, like simple compliments, right? And you put on a big smile whenever you meet someone. Oh, nice to meet you, right? Like, can you imagine like the person you've been sleeping with for 7 years is just plastering a smile when you walk into a room and you're like, what are you doing? Like don't call me honey if you don't mean it, you know?
Like, no, it's like no, what, there's like this one meme or something, I can't remember exactly, and it's like, why are you high-fiving me? You've been inside me. Like,
Oh,
like, what are you talking about?
Oh, what's that somber song? Like, how can we go back to being friends when we
yeah,
just shared a bed? Like,
exactly.
hello.
Hello, like, don't pretend like, first of all, even beyond that, like pulling your body into mine every goddamn night. First of all, I love when Taylor sings about sex explicitly like this, because she always does it in such an interesting way, right?
Mhm.
And it literally, like, the pulling, it's like I was bringing us closer together, like every night, every night.
Ooh, I like that because it also reminds me kind of like my spine split from carrying us up the hill, right? Like I did it. Like I held us together with my body.
It also reminds me of False God as well.
Ooh.
And how the sexuality on False God is like predicated on the fact that they aren't talking sometimes,
Mm.
and that they can still hook up. So she's like, now, like, it's the fake niceties of it all. Like, you
Yeah.
don't even mean it.
Yeah.
You don't even mean it.
Yep, and no one teaches you what to do when a good man hurts you and you know you hurt him too. I mean, that's true. Everyone teaches you how to fall in love, but no one teaches you what happens afterwards.
Yeah, and the thing is, they also teach you like what to do when the person was like 100% just awful.
Oh yeah, like
right?
they
They're
cheated on
like,
you. They were,
yeah,
yeah, they just were an evil person. But like, what if he's a good man?
yeah. What if it's more complicated than that?
Yeah.
Like, and that good man hurt you, and you also hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you got mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know you hurt him too. So it's like, now it's so complicated, and there's so much. And again, you cannot see the forest for the trees right now.
Yeah.
In this
you cannot.
moment.
You cannot. And which leads to verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Which, honey, when I'm above the trees, I see it for what it is, but now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to lay your head. After giving you the best I had, tell me what to give after that. All you want from me now is the green light of forgiveness. You haven't met the new me yet, and I think she'll give you that.
Yep. I did forget to mention, where is another time where Taylor sings about being in the trees?
Oh, 7.
In 7, she sings, "Please picture me in the trees." And 7 is also the 7th track on Folklore, and Happiness is the 7th track on Evermore.
Yeah, yeah, there's a connection.
I will say, I feel like that's a bit of a coincidence, but it's a really fun one.
And there's also the 7 years in heaven. So.
Yeah. So I wonder. Anyway, we don't know for sure, but so when she's above the trees, she sees it for what it is. Like when those moments where she can really step back and like see the bigger picture, she's like, okay, I get it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But right now, I did tell Exquisite this wasn't my favorite line. in the song, but it is an evocative line, right? But now my eyes leak acid rain. Acid rain is a type of rain that was a lot more common back before we had more pollution control, where because of the amount of carbon dioxide or carbon, not greenhouse gases, ish things, it would basically the rain would be the pH would be a little more acidic, and it would kind of hurt crops like plants. I think it even
It
made
would
people
degrade
bald.
monuments
Yeah,
too.
it would. Yeah, it would break. Like it would erode monuments and things like that. It was not good. So it's gotten a lot better in the States. I'm not sure about other places, but I'm sure it's still a problem if there's a lot of like air pollution. In any case, she is crying acidic tears on their bed.
Yeah, on the pillow where you used to lay your head. And after I've said like it degrades monuments, this line makes because I admitted Hannah, I was like, maybe it is a little clunky. And Hannah's whole thing, she's like, is acid rain even that big of a deal anymore? But it's like the pillow where you used to lay your head, the bed we used to share together, the monument to whatever we used to have is falling to
Yeah,
pieces.
their house of
Uh,
stone.
yeah. It's like, and the thing is, she's like on the pillow where you used to lay your head. She's not even sleeping on her side of the bed right now. She's sleeping on his old side of the
Well,
bed because she's got all this room in the bed
yeah, because
now.
he's gone. He ain't there anymore. It's empty.
Yep,
And
yep.
and then she goes back to a little bit of the ranting after giving you the best I had. Tell me what to give after that. Which,
Like, what more do you want from me?
yeah.
Also, what can I give anybody else? Because I gave you the best. What
Mm-hmm.
can I give myself?
It
I don't
also is a little bit of a callback to peace. I'd give you my
know.
sunshine, give you my best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Tell me what.
Oh,
There's
but the
nothing
rain's
more.
always gonna come,
Yeah.
and now it's acid rain.
So
You know,
so which I think is crazy. Like, tell me what to give after that. Like, what can I give? And oh, there is something. You want me to give you forgiveness? What?
like it's kind of like you basically. I was dancing when the music stopped. You stopped the music, and now you want me to forgive you for stopping the music?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Really? All you want from me now is the green light of forgiveness, which again is another Gatsby reference,
Mm-hmm.
or illusion. But in Gatsby, the green light isn't forgiveness. The green light in Gatsby represents hope.
Yeah.
And so here, the green light of forgiveness is him hoping that she can forgive him and let him move on to
Mm-hmm.
the new person. Yeah, you haven't met the new me yet. Um, that, but also like you haven't met the me that might forgive you.
Yeah.
Even the speaker hasn't met the me that might forgive you because she says, "I think
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe she will."
Yeah. And they're not the same person, right? This one is the dying one, and there will be a phoenix that rises from the ashes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The green light is also, I think, can also serve as like a literal traffic green light, right? Like a go, like you can move on, like we can move on. Um, the best kinds of references have multiple layers,
Hmm.
and yeah, I think it's the the she's still in the wallowing stage. She's still in the angry, grieving stage, right? Eyes leaking acid rain. But she knows there'll be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you too. Both of these things can be true. There is happiness. Like,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. And then she repeats that, like, in our history, like, she didn't repeat any of the bad stuff again. She's just like, in our history, it was beautiful. Like, it was glorious. And then she says 3 times in a row, leave it all behind, leave it all behind, leave it all behind. Like, being like, once you can let that go, that it was good
Yeah.
and that it was also bad,
Yeah.
there's happiness.
Wow.
Oh, and again, Taylor and her self-fulfilling prophecies all over Evermore. Um, again, she did leave a relationship and left it all behind
Yeah.
after 6 years in heaven.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's very interesting. I wonder what would happen if you asked Taylor now, because I always like think about this because you ask her, does she think Betty and James get back together? And she's like, yeah, Betty forgives him. Um, I'm not sure if she believes that now, or if you ask, she said she didn't know what hoax was about when she wrote it, and when she talked about it, she's like, I still don't know what it's about. I think she knows what it's about now. So I wonder if she's still, because again, I wonder if she's met the new her
Oh yeah.
that is beyond the anger, and if she,
Oh, maybe not beyond the anger, but there she is definitely a new her.
yeah. So I wonder if she's like met the new her that we willing to forgive, because I think from the Treasure Pro Department into Life of a Showgirl. Life of a Showgirl, if you know what you are looking for, and if you're like listening, she's pissed
Yeah.
still. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
she is furious about
Yeah.
a lot of things. Because she's like, she met the new her that is given things easily and like willingly, and now she's like, what the heck was I dealing with in what I thought was 7 years of heaven? But I also really think happiness has been somewhat we can recontextualize because
I
of
think
how
so.
it was used in the documentary as well. What do you think,
Yes.
Hannah?
So yeah, so in Taylor's Eras Tour documentary, the final montage bit had this song playing in the background. And I think after reading that Apple Music interview again, right, where she says like, well, before we do that, so it kind of shows that like there was happiness because of the Eras Tour. And you know, it's over, but we could still remember the glorious sunrise.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the Eras
yeah.
tour. But
And it's also
it's also we have to look forward to the next thing. We can't live in the Eras tour era forever.
yeah, and it's also the literally when I'm above the trees I see it for what it is, because she was like, she didn't, nobody knew how big the Eras tour was going to be until it happened and it was done and it was
Yes.
over, and you're
Yes.
like, oh my god, this changed
Yes.
so many lives. Um, and so she's like, "Oh, I can finally put in perspective what Air's Tour is in my legacy." And even now, we can't exactly put it in perspective because we're still only like a year and some months out from when the Air's Tour ended.
Yeah.
And we're seeing its impacts on the industry at large
Yeah.
still. But it's literally like all the years she's given, and then I was dancing when the music stopped, and the music stopping, like um stopping when live shows were off for a while because of COVID, and they're back. um
Yeah. It's so good. And in the
so
context of reading that Apple Music interview, right, there's another meaning to that quote, there's another meaning to that phrase, which is that I have no idea what comes after this album. And I truly, truly have no plan, and I'm okay with that. Um, and yeah, I think she kind of did have an idea of kind of what she wanted to do. She obviously knew she wanted to tour eventually, but I think even this, like, it's a good symbol that there is something new coming after this. We haven't met the new Taylor yet. We have Showgirl, but Showgirl was still a vestige of the Eras tour, right? It's her.
Showgirl didn't even know she got her master's back.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's like when you put in context things, it's like before and after getting her master's back. I think um and I think, Hannah, we've mentioned this, like you can kind of distinctly put Taylor albums in eras, like
Mm-hmm.
not obviously but like in arcs, if you will. And there's like debut to Reputation, and then because I think Lover should go with the folklorish, but you can
Interesting.
stop it there
But
because
yes,
there's like
yeah,
one
yeah,
through
yeah.
five. But I think Reputation is needed to be with 1989. And then you have Lover through Midnights, almost,
Mm-hmm.
or like Lover through Evermore or Midnights, depending on where you want to put it. And then you have
To
Midnights
Showgirl.
plus the re-recordings to Showgirl,
Yeah.
and it's like these three distinct moments. And then in that you can have
I might even split the first bit. Like I might even do like debut to like speak now, then red to rep. Anyway, anyway.
yeah, but you have these moments of you can also now split her discography at when her masters was sold, distinct shift, versus when she got it back, which is
Is
where
coming
we are
next.
now, and we don't know what comes after that,
Sorry,
what comes
I'm
after
hyper
that.
fixated on that. I think you can actually do the eras based on her album of the year. Right? We
You
have
can, you look, you can.
right? It's like
um
the Fearless Country era, Then the 1989 is like the pop era. And then Folklore is kind of her wandering into the forest era. And then Midnights is her reclaiming the pop throne era. And now TS13, future album of the year winner, will be the
Yeah.
next era.
And the thing is, we have no idea what she's planning on doing.
Yeah.
Like I have no predictions other than maybe end of 2027. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying anything.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like we have never known Taylor music where she owns all of her
And is
music.
so
We don't know a persona in the songs where she owns her music.
yeah, and she's so sure of herself now in a way that she hasn't before, in terms of knowing she has the creative skills, but also the emotional support and the space and to fully be herself. And I will say, it does help to have a villain sometimes in your life.
Yeah.
To whether that be Scott Borchetta or Scooter Braun, any other celebrity feuds that she's had, but I think there's still ways for her to push herself and motivate herself, and I think that'll be fascinating to see like where that inspiration sparks from.
Yeah, because now that you say it, like she hasn't had a moment of there are no like villains, quote unquote,
Yeah.
since her debut album. So in a way, we are getting TS13 is in a way her debut again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Oh.
is which is very interesting, like seeing like 13 is her number.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like this is her first album post earning everything back and knowing, like we had to keep in mind, yes, TS12, Life of a Showgirl, first album she put out where she owns all her music, but she did not write it when she owned all her
Right.
music.
Right.
So we have to keep that in mind. So when I say like TS13 is low key her debut again.
Wow. Yeah, because remember how proud she was that Lover was the first one she owned? Like,
Yeah.
imagine that, but like also having her other babies reunited with her for
Yeah,
TS13.
and then exactly, and then it's like low key fresh page. Like there is
Yeah.
no villains, and she has that, like she feels more herself than she has in a while, and you can see a lot of that on Showgirl. And it's like, yeah, what is she going to do with this like new restart? We're gonna see a distinct era kick, a distinct new moment, I think, kick off, literally with her re-debut, probably like also like probably her first album as a married woman, which is like closing a chapter
Yeah.
in like Taylor, who is the wistful romantic, always looking for her like
She dusted off her highest hopes, and look where she is now.
and she got him back. So it's like you can see everything from album 1 to 12 of her like finding and losing and then finding again, love, all of that. And so TS13 is like, okay, I am back at the beginning, probably with something to prove in a what more is there for Taylor Discover to talk about.
And she loves subverting expectations and surprising people. I'm so excited for TS13. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We still have the rest of this album to go. So before we think about, I think what's the next song? Is it Dorothea?
Yeah.
So before we hit Dorothea, do you have an emoji idea for our beautiful? Okay. Think about that before we go. Do the emoji. A couple things that I just want to like touch on so people don't think that we've missed things. The happiness. What's that? The dress line. It definitely reminded a lot of people of Tim McGraw, right? When you think happiness, I hope you think that little black dress. So I do think it's very funny that we were talking about debut a little bit, right? We do have a little bit of a callback to that. Was there another one that I thought of? Dancing When the Music Stopped can also sounds a lot like Champagne Problems, because I dropped your hand while dancing, and except this one's the other way around.
There's also a mirror ball, because it reminds me of they called off the circus to bring the disco down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, I'm still on that high tiptoes, just to keep you laughing at me. And now it's like, no, just stop it. There's no music. Stop. And
Yeah, yeah.
what would that do to a Mirrorball who's like thrives on dancing and performing and getting you to look at her,
Yeah.
to still be dancing when you have turned away?
Yeah, and it's just so it's just a lot. And then the glorious sunrise also reminds me of like daylight, right? Um
Gotta step into the daylight and let it go. And
exactly.
it's like, oh, she had to step away from that daylight, sun at her back, and let that leave it behind.
Yeah, which is isn't it it's like to let go of light is crazy, to go back into like to the night, to go somewhere new, to have a new day. Like that's crazy. And then I think that was the last one for me. Yeah, we talked about 7, and then yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's also Ivy with the specific use of goddamn
oh yeah,
here every goddamn night, and then we get, oh goddamn, you're paying.
yeah.
Anyway, we'll get there when we get to
She was
Ivy, but
using the Lord's name in vain,
all over,
all over. Everywhere. So yeah, so just wanted to make sure we tapped on a little bit of the allusions she had to other songs in her discography. Okay, now circling back to the emoji. Any thoughts?
Hmm.
I mean, we could do a sunrise.
We do a sunrise.
Do they have a sunrise, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely a sunrise.
Yeah, there's 2 that look like a sunrise. If you could pick either one. You could do a sun as well, because yeah, it's gonna be a new sunrise and a new episode. We'll be back with Dorothea. I'm gonna give you my my take on how I listen to Dorothea. It'll be everyone will be fascinated, I promise. But thank you all for tuning in. We are so glad to be back in the Evermore era, and we will talk to you guys soon.